G'day, we are Caravãna Sun, and this song's called Come Back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Storm rolls in, wraps its fingers to my head as the clouds loom across the bay. Make my way through this empty, faceless crowd as we see through to another day. Said my prayers by the ocean side, heard your voice in the coming tide. Try to run, try to see what's left behind. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come hand in hand, and we're still here holding on. We lost more than just your body to the waves. Come a little closer, won't you sit by me? Let me rattle off the reasons why you should not leave. Memories flash just to fall so long, 'cause nothing's ever felt quiet like yours. Said my prayers by the ocean side, heard your voice in the coming tide. Try to run, try to see what's left behind. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back. Come back. Come back to me. Come back. Come back. I said my prayers by the ocean side, heard your voice in the coming tide. Try to run, trying to see what's left. Empty shells and your unmade bed. Said you'd go, thought you'd never leave. All alone, face down in the sea, and we're still here waiting. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me. Come back. Come back to me. Come back. Come back to me. Storm rolls in, wraps its fingers through my hair.
Thank you very much.
You have been listening to Caravãna Sun here on BalconyTV Sydney. Thank you so much for coming up here and doing your thing. That song, Come Back, is off your latest EP, Silver Linings.
It is.
My question about that is, after releasing a couple of cracking good albums, why did you decide that you would now release just an EP? Maybe you answer that question for me.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think for us, we spend most of our time on the road touring, and we had some plans to head over to Europe and kind of spend about 8 weeks there for their summer. So we thought, man, we've got to fit something in. We need to take an EP over. So over about 10 days, we put together all our songs and recorded it down in Melbourne. So yeah.
And have you toured this EP in Europe then?
Yeah, not actually. We haven't done it in Europe this EP. We've only not yet, but we're just coming off the back of the Australian tour as it is, and then planning to head over there next
It
year.
did feel like we did because we did the EP before we went to Europe, and then played all the songs in Europe.
but we
Okay.
haven't actually released it there yet.
Oh, right.
That's why.
So
Sorry.
will you release it in Europe and go back?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We've been over 7 years in a row. So
Right.
I think the plan is to go next year a couple of times. So
So if you had to pinpoint one main difference between, say, a tour in Australia versus a tour through Europe, what would it be for you?
well, I mean, the obvious is that there's a lot more people in Europe.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I don't know. It's always different because, like, say if you're in Germany, it's like it's got its own feel, and then
Yep.
say if you're in England, it's a different feel. Like they're all got different flavors, and they're
Yeah,
so
sure
close
thing.
together. So it's like it'd be like playing a show in Sydney and then going to Brisbane. It's not that different
I understand.
culturally, and
Yeah,
then a little
totally
bit like
get it.
say if you're in Munich and then you go to Lisbon in Portugal, it's so different. So,
Yeah.
which I love. I love
get
that,
it.
the variety.
And it sounds much nicer when you're in Portugal to say, I'm playing in Munich tomorrow, as it does to go, I'm in Sydney, I'm playing in Brisbane tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
No
yeah.
offense. I'm
Nothing wrong with
Australian.
Brisbane.
Yeah,
We
I
love Brisbane.
It's
I
kind
love
of
Australia as well.
it's funny because like we've been touring Europe for like the last 7 years, and when we do an Australian tour, it seems quite chilled, like the travel.
Sure thing.
And some of my other friends that are like in bands in Australia, they're like, oh, we've been touring, yeah, we're so tired, it's so hard, and I'm just like,
Yeah, no, nothing.
Europe, there's a lot more distances you can do there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So speaking of Australian tours, you've just completed a tour here in Australia. We are coming into summer. In my opinion, this is such a great summer band. Are you playing much through summer in Australia?
Yeah, we've got a couple of festivals coming up, but I think a lot of this one's going to be, our time to enjoy the summer. I think
Oh, sweet.
we spend a lot of time playing the gigs, but I think so much of our music comes from experience, and we spend a lot of time up in the Kimberley, so we write a lot about the Gallara Balloon Mob and the Bardi Mob up there at One Arm Point. So for us, I think it's about experience, and I think this summer we're gonna be surfing. We're gonna be putting some
Legendary.
time into the sun on our bodies. That's the plan.
Legend, man. I wish you well. Thank you once again for coming on Balcony TV and playing
pleasure's
for us.
ours.
Make sure you guys jump online and follow these guys. Caravana Sun, Instagram, Facebook. You can hear that Silver Linings, that latest EP, is on Spotify. So make sure you jump across and listen to that. Once again, thank you very much. We'll see you here next week for more music on Balcony TV Sydney.